Hey, so I really like George Janko. I really like his message. He always preaches forgiveness and love and keeping God. But I kind of disagree with his opinion on God. I don't think God is a dude that you talk to. So let's see what he has to say here.
And as a house, and it's God's house. And he wants his people and his friends to be around there. If Reed has a housewarming place, he's not inviting strangers to come into his home. So how you behave is who you are. That's why the scripture says you will know them by their fruits. And the
Yes.
truth is, how I see myself is so dirty in the presence of God that I don't have the time or the luxury to even look at my neighbors and see what they got going on. But if my neighbors need something from me, I'll be there for them because I'm grateful that I'm put in a position that I can move the way that God moves, and that is with grace and love. So
I do agree that that's the way God moves with grace and love. But also, God created the entire universe, the good and the bad. He doesn't allow bad things to happen because the devil came and uprooted God's plan. No, absolutely not. God has the entire plan of the universe. You will never talk to him because it's not a thing that you can talk to. It's an infinite energy at the center of fucking everything, and it has expanded into this entire thing. Let's get into it.
when God sees me judging another man, it shakes my bones because I know I'm going to stand before him naked. And God goes, look how you talked about this guy the same day you came to me and talked to me about forgiving you about this.
Now he's right, and his wife and fiance is a wonderful human. I've also heard her. Her name is Belle. Again, he has a great. That's exactly what will happen when he dies, according to my opinion. I actually don't know anything. I could be dreaming. I could be in the Matrix. I could be in a simulation. I don't know. But assuming like what I believe could be potentially true, whoever he's talking to when he dies naked in front of and has to admit all his sins and everything like that is part of the kingdom of heaven. I would put it to a Christian like George Janko. You're speaking to entities who are far more evolved than you, like angels, you might call them, or I would call them interdimensional beings or just beings. Some people might call them extraterrestrials, but they're just have been alive longer, have been incarnated in way more, many more lifetimes, and they're just more experienced than us, and they're kind of shepherds for our souls to move on to the next incarnation, which does not, by the way, I've read scripture, it does not, my belief in reincarnation does not conflict with my Christian beliefs, because, I mean, the simplest explanation is Jesus rose from the dead in 3 days. That's a reincarnation. There's nothing against reincarnation in Christianity. Let's hear.
But you made him feel so bad, he went and did this and this in his life. If I meet God, I know that there's going to be a ton of things I'm going to have to take accountability for. I ain't
You are.
trying to add to the list. I'm just trying to like do my best on this earth to be the best reflection of God. I see heaven as a house, and it's God's house, and he wants his people and his friends to be around there. If
Okay, no. God is not a guy with friends and his people. We are all his people, even the evil ones that you and I consider disgusting, deplorable evil, such as the R word people, the people who do stuff to kids, the people who steal and murder and things of those natures. Um, that's all those people are also God's friends, George. So just because they do not have God's grace or however you consider it, it doesn't mean that like they'll still be judged like you. You'll still do the life review. Everything's going to happen. You're going to feel all the things you did, all the things you didn't. But you won't be speaking to God. You'll speak to one of his agents because God is an imperceivable, incomprehensible thing that is the infinite energy of love that created the entire universe and everything else that we don't know about. So again, you may be talking to someone here for your life review, but it's going to be a higher angel in Christian terms or an interdimensional being who's just lived millions of years longer than you.